Good afternoon. I'll take my mask off. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Tuesdays at 2-ish. In true fashion, we're right at 2, right? Almost. I'll wait just a moment. I'll wait for everybody to jump in here for just a moment. And I'm going to give you guys, we are officially in the new Westport Road store, which is really exciting. So I'm going to give you, I know I did a little tour last time, but you could tell there was boxes everywhere. There's still boxes, but there's much less. So I'm going to give you guys a quick, you can see the local pros over there, Linda and Barbara. We'll get to them in just a moment. Hi, Peggy. Hey, Norma. Let me take you over here to the fabric area, which I'm the most excited about, I think. Look at these gorgeous tone-on tones. And then we've got our color wall here. Hopefully the camera's picking that up all right. We've got some novelties, some children's. I'm not sure what these are, but there's tractors and roosters and stuff. And novelty, I imagine. And then over here we have a bunch of nice basics, blenders. Actually, these are gorgeous. These, Barbara, what was this called again? The fossil?
Those are the fossil ferns.
Fossil ferns. I absolutely love those.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Aren't those pretty?
They are, they're beautiful.
Our,
the whole collection is.
It's the entire collection of fossil ferns, right? That's what it's called?
Fossil ferns.
Fossil ferns, all right. And then there's some batiks. Some of our batiks are in. Behind Barbara there. We are still waiting eagerly for all of our solids, and we've got some nice new lines, collections that came in. I love these. So the fabric is coming. We are excited. We've got plenty, but we've got plenty more coming as well. And as you can see here on the floor, we're actually in the process of setting up our XP2. We've got some really nice aero cabinets and horn cabinets. We've got our Stellaire, Bernina 790. Try to go slow enough so you can get a good glimpse at this. Here's our Bernina shop and shop. We still have a few of these Berninas, the 790 special edition. There we go. That you get the free 480 behind it. And look at these. We got our two, hold on, let me make sure the camera can see this. I don't know why I'm doing it difficult. Let me flip the camera around. Sorry, everybody. This makes it easier. Look at this. The L890 and the L850. Are those not amazing? And we'll kind of stand here and give you a once around. We've got, back there in the back, we've got all of our scan and cut accessories, Brother hoops, Brother feet. We've got the entire Brother line up there on that table. This table here is full of Janome, which is awesome. Then we switch over here to our Burnett's. And then, yeah, I will be, guys. And then we've got our serger table. Our serger table with a giant 10 needle that I happened to throw on the table there. Here's our scan and cuts. So we're up and running. Of course, we are the Sewing and Vacuum Authority, so we've got our nice vacuum setup section. I'm not going to scroll to the back because there's still some trash to be taken out. So we are open and ready for business, but as you can see, we are still putting things together. So it's really exciting. The new address, make sure I say this right, 10494 Westport Road. If you're familiar with our old Westport Road location, it's literally next door. We're right on the outside of, on the other side of, this is Raising Cane's, the chicken place. So we're easy to find, so you guys come see us. So I will stop talking, and we're gonna switch the camera around to these lovely ladies. There's Linda and Barbara. How we doing, ladies?
Hey, everyone.
It's so far it's mainly ladies. Okay, that's fair.
I was gonna say ladies. Hopefully you have some gentlemen.
Yeah, where are the boys at? All right. What do we got today? Who should I point at first?
Well, I'm going to show you something really fun and really simple first.
Awesome.
When I was here the other day, I saw these beautiful towels.
Yeah, let me move this so you can see this. Look at these. We just got these in. We do have a handful of these. These are really pretty. I love the colors.
And I remembered this project that I did many years ago where you just take your 12 by 16 pillow form and take your dish towel and just wrap it around, you know, and it's really not precise, you know, ever how much you want to show.
Oh yeah, you can't really do that wrong. It's your choice.
Yeah, you can't do it wrong. Okay, and then if you want to do embroidery, you just put your little embroidery template there.
Nice.
And put it where you want it and mark it. And then you just flip it around.
I'll come over on this side so we can see this.
This goes under.
Hi, Christy.
I'm putting ribbon on my Christmas one just to be cute.
Festive, right.
Let's do that. Okay, and I'm going to get Miss Barbara to sew it. Let's see, this is here, and this goes here.
Oh, okay, I see. So you just kind of measure it on there and then you pin it up?
I mean, it is, yeah.
That's literally
Wrap
it.
it around,
Wrap it around it
fix it like you want it.
and then pin it in place.
Yep. I don't have that right. Okay, that needs to go on the other side, I believe.
And I think today,
Yeah.
while you're pinning that, I think today we're going to be sewing. Are you sewing on the brother today, Barbara?
Sewing on the Bernina and the brother.
We're going to sew on the Bernina 475, the Quilters edition, and we're going to sew on this Brother 950, which is the Quilt Club. One of my personal favorites, actually.
It's a good machine. I've got one just like it.
I bet you do. You got one of everything.
You want my flag?
Okay, there we go. Okay, Barbara, you ready to sew?
I am.
Okie dokie. So what she's going to do is just seam up along that
Along the sides there?
end edge. Yeah.
So if you put like the bow on it, would you do that afterwards or?
No, you just, I'm doing it all at the same time.
Okay, so you would just tuck it in.
I just tucked it.
Okay,
all in.
okay.
They may not be very even, but if you have to fix it, all you have to do is rip the seam a little bit and put it back in there.
That's
so just
right.
those two seams, if you'll just stitch down those two sides.
Stitching down the sides. Oh, this is something I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight stitching. Very good. Where's the table to this?
It's probably over on the shelf. Do you need it?
Oh, it's much nicer.
The Bernina 475 comes with a nice extension table. That's what she's referring to. Barbara's very needy. Of course we know that's not true.
Plus, here's another thing. If you don't want to make a pillow, you can take one and put a monogram.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what
Embellish
you
it
did
with
there.
a scrap of ribbon, and I did a decorative stitch
Yeah, let me see
on
what
my
it is.
Bernina.
Does this thing go toward the edge or put it?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
Like that. And in case you didn't see what we were talking about earlier, these Geoflower napkins, color choice is awesome. And we do have these in the store. So, and Barbara looks like just getting ready to sew down the side.
It's on zigzag stitch. I don't think we need the zigzag stitch.
So you just want a straight stitch?
Just a straight stitch.
Okay.
No, it was on zigzags. So
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That, you could probably zigzag, but you don't need
I want to say it wouldn't hurt it.
No, and then somebody had it on slow. I don't sew slow.
Yeah, I don't either. We don't believe in slow.
Slow sewing. Say that 3 times fast.
If somebody had turned the speed down on it to like that.
Snail's
Okay.
face.
Hey, Juanita. What's up, Wabs? There is a gentleman watching. Look at that.
Hello.
That's a good buddy of mine. So for those of you that just joined us, what Linda, if you just want to wrap that pillow and show them kind of what Barbara's showing, or what
So,
Barbara's sewing.
I was inspired by these towels, these hand towels that
These
are
here.
new in the store. Beautiful colors. And I remembered this project where you just take your 12 by 16 pillow form, or it can be a smaller pillow form actually. Wrap it around your pillow. If you want to do embroidery on it, make a template of your embroidery, and then you can just arrange it however, you know, wherever you want it to go. Do
Right.
your embroidery first.
And Barbara is just sewing down the sides
Then
of
you
each.
mark where you know, your overlap. No exact science here at all. So you just flip it over like this. Actually, I think it goes this way. And sew down the sides.
Straight
on
down
each
the
side.
edges, yeah,
And
okay.
You'll see in a minute how it all goes together.
Nice.
The other thought was to do monogram towels. You can even embellish them with a little bit of ribbon. I used a decorative stitch to put the ribbon down, but you could actually just do a decorative stitch if you wanted to.
Yeah, nice.
Quick,
There's no
easy
rules.
gift. Doesn't have to be for Christmas, but it's a great hostess gift. Everybody needs towels in their powder room and in their kitchen.
That's true. Looks like Barbara's almost finished over there.
It's there, and I'll show you how quick and easy this is. I actually went to
Ta-da.
an ornament exchange and gave this instead of an ornament, and the gal that got it was absolutely thrilled. So
Awesome.
kind of a fun thing. Because it's always fun to have a pillow to throw around. Christmas
And you
pillow.
just turn it inside out.
Turn it back.
Try and make sure there's not a glare from the sun. Sorry, everybody. That's why I keep moving.
So you want to poke out those corners. We're not going to be real precise right here.
By the way, everyone, so right now we did a what's hot. I don't know. Hopefully, some of you saw that. Christmas is creeping up on us real fast. Right now, we are doing gift cards for the Sewing and Vacuum Authority and Quilt Quarters. And if you spend $50 on a gift card, we throw in an extra 10. So if you're not sure exactly what to get somebody, but you know it's in our stores, then by all means, give us a call or come in and see us. We can do a gift card. Again, $50, you get the extra 10. So you get a nice $60 gift card to give to someone if you're not exactly sure what to give them. Oh, look at that.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Love it.
I mean, how quick and easy is that?
And I want to move it over here just in case for the glare. And you did embroider it on there, which is nice. And you had a couple of nice little touches on the side
put
there.
a little ribbon trim on there.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Love it.
It is easy peasy.
Awesome. Thank you,
All right, now we're
Linda.
going to turn it over to Barbara, and she has a great thing to show you. She gave me some of these as a gift several years ago, and we still use them a couple of times a week and throw them in the washing machine, and they've held up well. They're bowl cozies.
Right.
Bowl cozy. All right. Awesome.
Well, I was just thinking about this. Well, it's been cold enough already, and then coming up in January, it's going to get colder and colder, and people like soup and things like that. So these are made to put in your microwave with your bowl when you're warming up your soup, so that you don't burn your fingers.
When you're pulling it out of the microwave. Genius.
And they're also used like for ice cream. If it's cold, it
Yes.
does both of it.
Fair enough. And you're using some pretty fancy schmancy fabric there.
I'm using Tula Pink and K-Facet fabric. So this is the Tula. It's got the little sewing machines on it. It's really cute.
Speaking of Tula, her new line should be in any day now. We have been waiting and waiting. And I want to say patiently, but I'm starting to
Starting to paste.
lose my, yeah.
And so,
Hi, Kathleen.
And then this is K-Facet fabric.
Yeah, and Kay's stuff is so cool.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful.
Which we have more of his stuff coming as well, which is really exciting.
Yay.
All right. So is this a simple beginner level project, intermediate?
Yeah.
Okay, pretty easy.
And then I'm going to also, there's different ways to put these fabrics together, and one of them is just to put a cross in the middle of it to hold them together. The other way is to free motion quilt thing, and this is a really good thing to use for people who need to practice their free motion quilting. And so when you get all this put together, then that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
because some people are so intimidated by free motion quilting, and the more you practice, the better off you get. And there's no two ways about it. You have to practice it. And
yeah, and I'll even speak from personal experience as someone who I find myself more comfortable with embroidery, probably because there's less actual hands-on sewing, more of pushing of a button and setting it up. And so I was intimidated to free motion. It's really not that bad. Once you get down and you just start going, watch your fingers. But other than that, you're good to go. It's not bad at all.
Now with these bowl cozies, you have to put a batting in the inside of it, and the batting is called Wrap and Zap.
Wrap and Zap.
Right, it's a natural cotton batting, and if you go and get a batting that's got like a muslin type batting, those muslin type battings have seeds in them, and they will get hot and start fires. So you don't want to use those. You want to use this. It's made for the microwave.
Okay, make sure you heard that part, folks. Don't start a fire with your bowl cozy.
Well, the recommendation is to only do 2 minutes at a time with the Wrap and Zap.
Okay.
So you would, if you need to do it 4 minutes, then you would do it 2, and then stop it and take it out and stir it up and put it back in and continue until you got it done. But if you put it in there for 6 minutes, and well, just make sure you have the fire department.
Find your fire extinguisher and keep it nearby.
That's right.
So you're just putting it in between, I was going to say, the 2 layers?
Right, it goes in between the 2 layers. But when you're doing this, you can either put 1 layer on each side, or you can put just 1 layer in between them. And I'm just putting 1 layer on these today because this Wrap and Zap is kind of thick. It's not super thick, but it's thick enough that you don't really need 2 layers unless you just want it.
Okay.
So, all right, there's a couple things you have to do with these things, and one of them is you have to put darts in them. The darts are essential because you want you want it to come in a bowl shape, and it's flat when you start off. Now these are super simple to do, and they're beginner type stuff, so anybody could really do these. They're really simple.
Well, as a beginner, what's a dart? I mean, I know what it.
A dart.
What I know what a dart is, but we throw darts. So what? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not that kind of.
What's a sewing dart, right?
Okay, a sewing dart is when you take your fabric and you pinch it up, and you sew from here to here, and you start at 0 here and go to like 1 inch here.
Oh, okay.
So it gives it shape.
To form it.
Right.
Yeah.
You use it in garments too to give garments shape.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is to go about halfway. Now these are 12 inches, so we're going to go to 6 inches. I turn my ruler over so I can read it. And we're going to mark it here with this water-soluble pen, and we're going to go down 2.5 inches. So there's the center, and so you're going down 2.5 inches and mark it right here. And then you're going to go 1 inch outside either one of them. And there's this ruler, it's a centering ruler, which works really well for that. And you take your center and put it right on that mark there. And so you want to go 1 inch on either side, so you're going to mark it here. And you're going to come over here and mark it because you got 1 on one side and 1 on the other side, so it gives you a perfect placement.
Nice.
So you have to go to...
Someone mentioned, Barbara, that it was a little bit hard to hear you. My phone, apologies, folks, the volume's all the way up, so just pretend you're yelling at me and yell at them.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah. And I'll come a little bit closer to you. I just wanted you to be aware.
Oh, okay, thank you. So we're marking all 3 sides, and we're going to mark it at 1 inch and 1 inch on either side. And then we're going down 2.5 inches to be able to start our dart. So we're going around the piece, and this centering ruler really makes it quick and easy And we're going to be carrying some of these, aren't we, Josh?
We sure are.
I thought we might.
I think I'm in trouble if we don't. You've asked me a handful of times, so.
Yeah, I keep saying, Josh, when are we going to get those rulers in? Now, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fabulous ruler for working with embroidery, because it's a real flexible.
Yeah.
Super
And
flimsy.
it fits down into the hoop if you need to do any marking inside your hoop.
Oh, right.
So it's really a really good ruler. And I think I've got about 5 or 6.
Oh, did you really?
I think so.
We won't sell yours.
Oh, don't worry, you won't. I'll be walking out of here with mine, I can tell you. I won't turn my back on you, Josh.
I know. I would never.
I know you wouldn't.
All right, so you've marked the darts
Right,
on all 4 sides.
right. So now I'm going to put the darts in, and I'll show you how to do that. Linda, do you mind marking this other piece?
Not at all.
Just mark it on the front of the fabric, back of the fabric.
Okay.
And I'll give you that little centering ruler.
Use your
and a
special ruler.
pen. I'm telling you.
And those pins, is that the type where when you
It's water
when
soluble.
so when you get it wet, it disappears?
That's correct.
Okay, because I know we have some of those, but also we have the type that when you heat it, it dissolves.
That's correct.
Okay, so that there is a difference, is what I'm.
There is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
So you're just gonna sew from that one, about what, 2 inches or so?
It's 2.5 inches.
2.5. Okay.
All right, so here's my beginning point, and that's where I'm going to start here at the bottom and go up. And so I'm going to put these
Oh, I see.
the 2-inch marks together, so that whenever we sew it, it'll form the bowl.
Got it. And again, this nice Bernina 475 Quilters Edition is on sale, folks. As is everything. 'Tis the season.
Uh-oh.
Well, don't say uh-oh.
Great came out.
Uh-oh, it's not a good
Yeah, that's not a
thing to
good
hear
word.
when you're sewing.
No, right.
Especially when you're sewing live on.
Yes.
I think everyone knows when you're live, that's when mistakes happen, of course. All those pre-recorded videos, come on, you know how many takes they took?
That's right.
All right, while you're rethreading that, I tell you what, I'm going to flip the camera around for a second. In case anyone was a little bit late, of course, you can always go back and watch this video, but here's just one more little glimpse of our fabric corner, our color wall, and it goes all the way around here, guys. And you can see, if you're familiar with our old Westport Road store, it's a lot bigger, huh? Isn't it pretty? We're so happy to be here. But also something I wanted to talk about before I forget, on January the 5th at 2 o'clock p.m., we are doing another virtual event. It's another free event. Let me get over here so I can see you guys. Another free event with Donna McCauley, which if you got to go to the last one, you're familiar with how good she is. She's awesome, and it's a wealth of knowledge. And as Linda and I were talking about, and you can kind of confirm this,
Absolutely.
she really makes it easy. I mean, didn't you think?
I thought I could just sit down and do it as I had the rulers.
Right. Which we sell, that's right. So,
Absolutely.
but yet she's phenomenal, and she really does make it look easy, because essentially it is. But a lot of people are nervous when it comes to ruler work, and I think Donna really makes it self-explanatory, explains it well.
Well, it just makes it, as long as you follow the directions.
Follow direction, pretty easy. Yeah, I agree. So again, that's January the 5th at 2 o'clock. If you go to sewvacauthority.com or go to quiltquarters.com, you can register for that. It is free, like I said about 15 times, but they will give you a link in which you just follow and you can get into the event, but they'll also give you, I think it's a code to where you can, if you would like to follow along during the event, if you want to follow and actually sew while Donna is doing the event, you get a discount on the kit that they've put together for you. So it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm also going to be on there in and out throughout the event. We've got show specials. We're going to be doing drawings for, well, giveaways and a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be throwing at you. And it's a ton of fun. So if you didn't get to come last time, you got another chance on January the 5th at 2 o'clock. So we ready to rock almost?
Yeah, just 1 second here.
They don't want to look at me. They want to see you guys.
And you even had people as far away as Australia on that.
We did have,
That was really
I was really surprised because, again, we did show specials. So I was talking about the show specials during the event, and then I saw someone chime in from Australia, and I go, well, that's cool. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to come into our store this week, but it was still really cool. So Donna's that good. People literally come from all over the world to see Donna. So, all right, we're going to flip this around on Barbara.
Now, if you feel uncomfortable sewing without pinning it, of course you can pin where these two dots meet. So,
Oh, so it's even? Right.
yeah. So you would put the pin through one side and then out the other, and so they will line up. And you always want to put your pin crossways. You don't want to put it lengthwise of your sewing. So let's go back to the machine here. I'm trying to remember to yell at you, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Let's, and you can also draw lines so that you can make sure that you line it up right.
Yeah, because the ink's going to dissolve, so...
Well, it's not going to dissolve that quick, but some people aren't comfortable not sewing without lines drawn for them to have a guide to go by.
That's true. Well, also, isn't this going to be covered up? You're not going to see this part anyway.
No, you're not.
So, yeah, draw away.
So these are 12 by 12 squares, is that
Yes.
correct?
You can do them 10 by 10, 12 by 12, 15 by 15. Now the 15 by 15 are more like a plate size. Now these are for a large bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was showing you guys. It's a 12 by 12 square.
So you, but the plate size ones are nice too. If you don't eat at the table and you go to the living room to eat or whatever you're doing to eat with while you watch TV.
Yeah.
Oh, college days.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach my son not to eat on the couch.
Not, okay.
He's 2.
Yeah.
I got to set a good example.
No. It's always good to sit at the table with your children.
It is. We try to do a no phone time, and it's tough with a 2-year-old. But I'm learning.
They have kind of a mind of their own for some reason.
Yeah. I just assume I was exactly like that when I was 2, and this is all karma.
Yep.
My dad would probably, and my mom would probably agree.
Probably. This is true.
God, those Berninas are so quiet.
They're nice machines.
Yeah, they sure are. The Bernina 475 Quilters Edition, and then we've got over here the Brother BQ 950, excuse me, the Quilt Club. Both amazing quilting machines. You've got some people that are brand loyal, others, specific features are geared towards them. So we've got both lines.
I was going to say the 475 has that great big bobbin. It has the huge bobbin.
It's huge.
That we have on the 5 series and the 7 series that is awesome.
That's true. Is this the only 4? Is this the only 4 series that has the large?
No, the 480.
Oh, the 480 does as well. That's right.
Yeah.
The Bernina bobbin
But that bobbin
is huge.
just awesome, and it lasts
a long
for a
time.
long time.
Right.
You can do a lot of quilting.
Yep, you can.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Holly. Barbara is in the process of sewing the darts on her bowl cozy. That's a mouthful.
It is.
You'll cozy up to that soup.
Yeah, that's soup. That's right.
But these are,
Mary, Berninas are the best, she says. Well, yeah, they are amazing.
they're good machines.
I think Linda would definitely agree with you.
I wouldn't necessarily agree.
I know. Barbara's
We all have our preferences, but they're,
They're all good.
I would feel comfortable selling somebody any machine in this store. It's
Absolutely.
all awesome quality. Excellent quality.
Well, we don't sell anything that's not good.
That's exactly right.
Bottom line.
We're picky. Borderline snobby. Right, Barbara?
Yeah, you told me it's not all the time.
I think it was your words, though. You are not a snob at all. All right, so what that did, and I'm just going to hold it up, is it's forming the bowl. Of course, it's upside down, but darts. All right, I learned something. That's awesome. So it's going to, I see it taking shape. All right, cool. Now, what are you doing here? The same thing?
I have to do it to both sides.
This is the lining, so, and they're reversible.
Oh, very cool. Right. So you do it on both sides so it fits down in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And again, while she's sewing, I'm just going to give you another glance if you're joining us. The new location is literally right next door to the old Westport Road store. The new address is 10494 Westport Road. It's the old Sleep Outfitters. If you're very familiar with the area, and of course you can see out the window, I think, Raising Cane's right there, which is insanely busy. Chick-fil-A across the street. I'm more a Chick-fil-A guy, but Raising Cane's is very busy, so apparently it's delicious. You disagree?
I think it's mediocre at best.
And it's not because she's snobby. That's cool. That K facet, this is one of my favorite pieces. And I know I've talked about the fabric a lot, but maybe I'll go a little bit closer here for you. Barbara, what's the name of this artist again? I'm drawing a blank on it.
What?
We had people ask for it.
No.
Oh, I should know this. But anywho, let's look at this collection. We had requests for this, so it is really, really pretty stuff.
Laurel Birch.
Oh, Laurel Birch.
Laurel Birch, that's it. Really cool stuff. Look at all this. So we're going to have a bunch of collections as well as course as the basics, the blenders, just some really nice colors over here. I love this. There's some roses here for you Derby folks. Some bling bling for people like Barbara. And of course our batiks are coming in, thank goodness. And back to Barbara, who's finishing up the other side to the bowl cozy. Cozy?
Cozy.
Yeah, I didn't know which one it was.
Cozy.
Cozy?
Cozy. K-O-Z-I-E.
Okay.
And so I'm doing the last dart. And some people, like I said, prefer to have batting, the wrapping zap on both sides. And again, make sure you use wrapping zap on this. Don't use just regular muslin.
Yeah, let me make sure you can see this. This here is the wrap and zap, which is a lining that is made for microwave. It says at the top there, I don't know if the glare can see it, but it says microwave safe. So make sure if you're microwaving this stuff, people, that you use the right stuff.
That's right.
We don't want any fires. All right, step out of the way here. So that's the lining. I like that it's reversible. That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. So, what you're going to do is take your bowl and you're going to put right sides together. Well, first I've got to sew an X through this piece right here.
You're sewing an X through it for what? What's the purpose?
Because, well, when you wash it, you want your pieces to stay together. You don't want them to come apart. And so if you put an X across, a big X across it, then it's going to stay put.
Stays it. Okay, just holds it in place.
Yeah.
Flatten that out. Do you just sew from corner to corner?
Right. Foot cutting you're supposed to do. And another thing you can do in doing this is use your walking foot,
Oh, right.
and that would help keep it together as well.
Speaking of walking feet, hopefully you guys can hear me while Barbara's sewing. Of course you can, because the Bernina's so quiet, right? But Bernina walking feet and a lot of feet have been on back order for quite a while. But we do have some in stock for those. We saw some people asking, and I don't remember which post it was, about Bernina walking feet. So we do have some at our locations. So if you've been waiting or wanting one of those, give us a call ASAP, because they don't stick around long. And you just kind of hold it out so that it doesn't so folds.
Right, and then if you have a walking foot on, it's going to do better than just holding it like this.
Oh, right, a walking foot would do better. I see what you're saying. All right, Kimberly.
Or if you have a built-in dual feed. Some of the machines have built-in
Dual feed.
That's really helpful too.
Right.
That's true.
Now, does the 475 come with a walking foot?
I believe it does.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Most of the Quilters editions, I thought.
Come with a walk.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Another thing we're going to do to cut down the bulk is to trim these darts. After we sewn them up, now we'll cut them apart.
Yeah.
No,
Makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it'd help if I didn't try to cut through that pin.
That's all right. We sell pins if you need more.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I'm always on.
I'm telling you.
Kimberly, I will have to check on that for you. There is a good chance we do. She's asking about a Janome blue dot bobbin case in stock for the M7. I love the M7, by the way. I believe on January the 5th, the free event at 2 o'clock with Donna McCauley, I'm definitely going to be showing or talking about the M7, and Donna is either going to be sewing on the M7 or the 9450. So that'll be exciting. Kimberly, if you want to just give us a call, I'll try to go back onto this post and put the number in the comments. But if you can catch this in time, it's 502-412-6040. You can call that after this live, and you can reach me, and we can help you out.
All right, I'm gonna do some a demo on how to free motion quilt.
Okay.
So if you decided you wanted to put the,
You need to pin this.
huh?
Kind of get this ready.
If you like.
I was going to ask, wait, are we done with the bowl?
No.
You're showing you have this option as well?
Right. You can also take it and do free motion quilting on your fabric. And like I said earlier, this is a great way to practice your free motion quilting.
Yeah.
And so when you start off now, one thing that I didn't bring with me are my gloves. And the gloves that are the machine, what do they call them? Machiners?
Uh,
But anyway, they're quilting gloves that we sell to do free motion quilting with, and they have little rubber nibbies on the end of their the fingers. So when you're moving it around, it just kind of moves it for you.
yeah, it's grip, essentially. So it's got on the back of the fingers so that you can hold the fabric better.
Right.
Some of the larger machines, like the Q20, Q16, have those gripper rings. Mm-hmm. But when you have a nice, smaller machine like this, those gloves are really nice.
They really are. And if you've noticed, this machine is just super easy to thread. And I love the threader on this thing. It's you bring it down and hook it on your little hook right there, and bring it over these two places. You come around and cut it off, and then you just hook it in.
You literally push down. Let me show that side of the machine. It's literally a one-button threader. It's awesome. This is that.
Do it again.
Oh, whoop, okay, go back around.
Okay. So
This
you
is
cut
the
it
Quilt Club Brother 950, BQ 950.
Right, so we lift this up just a bit. Y'all know that you need your foot up whenever you're threading your machine, because it won't thread very well if you don't have it up. And I really need oh, here's a spool cap right here.
Spool caps.
Well, anytime you're sewing, you're better off to have your thread going vertical rather than horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sell the thread stands that do that for all the machines. And they're just a lot easier to thread when you have it. The thread comes off and into your machine a lot easier. And so you come across this little metal thing here, then across this little plastic thing, and you bring it around and cut it. Then you take your finger and do that, and it's threaded.
Yeah, automatic threading. It's fantastic. And the table on this machine, if let me get to this side. Look at the size of the space that you have.
Oh yeah.
It's humongous. Nice. Is that not nice?
All right, so whenever you're quilting anything, you always want to start in the middle and go to the outside. And the reason for that is as the thread is pushed out, if you have it on the side and start, you're going to end up with some bubbles through here. Right. So if you start in the middle and go out, then you'll be able to do it without having any bubbles or creases or anything like that in your machine, and it pushes it out as you go.
Got it. So, start in the middle.
Right. So you always want your needle on a straight stitch.
We do have the free motion foot on there. We changed that out.
So. Right. And so now when you're doing this, you want to go feed your fabric slower than your machine. Excuse me, the other way around. You want your machine to go slower and your fabric to go slower, but you don't want them to go at the same speed, because it'll cause you to have short stitches or long stitches when you don't want them. And when you start doing this, you'll get into a rhythm with it, and you'll be able to space your stitches out so that you won't have to have. Now, it's nice that Bernina has a stitch regulator on some of their machines, but on any of the rest of the machines, there are not any stitch regulators because Bernina has the patent on them.
Right, so you're the reason you're saying that is so that your stitches they match, so that they're equal lengths.
Right, so you don't have short ones and long ones and short ones and that kind of thing.
Got it.
So, but after you practice it, you'll get in that rhythm. And when I first started free motion quilting, my neck and shoulders would get just really tight. But after a while, I got into a rhythm of doing it, and they no longer hurt me, which is nice.
Nice.
So.
We don't want you to be in pain.
Oh, me either. So I've got the machine going faster, and so if I push the, now this is a stippling stitch. And it's like a puzzle, and you're not supposed to, whoever they is said that you're not supposed to cross the lines. I'm not sure who they are, but...
Who made those rules?
I know it.
So I disagree with whoever they are as well. There are no rules, in my opinion, when it comes to quilting. You make it look however you want it to look.
And you can do different things with it, like you can do loops.
You're right, that is a great way to practice your free motion.
Yeah.
Small.
And then you can do long stitches.
Yeah, this Brother machine is really smooth.
It's sure a lot easier when you have the gloves on. It's harder to do it when you don't have them on. And then...
Well, right. She's saying with the gloves, because honestly, the fabric is a little bit slick when the needles... You want the full grip so you control where it goes.
Right.
Hi, Bonnie.
And you can also, let's turn it around here, you can also write your name in it. I'm writing my name in this because when I take this home, I'll be using it. So if anybody comes to the house and wants to know if they can have one, I'll have to make them one because you're not getting mine with my name on it.
Oh, now she's just showing off. Boy, that's unfortunate. Barbara's a long name to write out. Josh is pretty easy. 4 letters.
You can also do echo quilting, you know, with your free motion. And what you do is just like if you're doing circles, then you come on and just go around and round and round. Till you get to where you want it done.
Echo quilting.
You're echoing the first stitch.
Oh, like
So
the idea would be like a spiral, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And there's usually a free motion foot that comes on there that has this kind of scoop type.
It's
foot.
the clear, kind of curved, or looks like a
Right.
bowl.
Right, and it's got several lines on it, and you can follow those lines to keep them exactly even if you want to.
Okay. Now just keep it there for 1 sec. I'll just so people can kind of see. I don't know if the camera was able to pick up. Nice.
And then you can also go slower if you want to. But if you're gonna go slower, I have to turn this machine down to go slower. Of course, I got it down slow now. It won't hardly move.
Well, folks, this is going to be a 4-hour live because we're going in slow motion.
But you have to be careful about how fast you move your fabric because it's going to make a difference in the stitches. So if I just try to pull it, it's making a huge difference there.
Oh, right. Stitch length is off. Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you get in a rhythm with it, and you get it where your stitches are pretty much consistent.
That's awesome.
See to that.
And by the way, if you do want to learn specific techniques like free motion, feel free to call Barbara, myself, Linda. Call the store. We will set you up with a one-on-one class, or we can create a group class if there's friends that you want to do with you. We custom classes for people all the time, especially during the pandemic, because not everybody wants to be in a large group.
Right. Well, I'm actually going to do a beginning quilting class, which will include free motion quilting, how to write your name, all those kind of things in there.
Nice.
So this coming year, watch for it if you're interested in learning how to quilt.
Yeah.
And we'll be glad to get you going on that.
Yeah, you can find our class schedule. We'll be up and running. Well, it's always up and running on our website, sovacauthority.com or quiltquarters.com. We have our classes posted. But for next year, now that we have an awesome classroom here at the new Westport store and at our Clarksville store, we can offer more classes. So be looking for that calendar to get filled up with classes like the Quilting 101.
All right. So you've got to sew this together so you can turn it. So what I'd like to do is I take a pin of a different color and leave enough space that I can get my hand in there to turn it and put, so I know when to stop. Because I get to sewing and I sew fast, so then I'll be sewing the whole thing together and then take it out.
Oh, it's just a marker.
Do the same thing.
Just a marker.
Okay.
I do the exact same thing.
So you've put the two pieces that you made the darts in
Right.
back to back, or well,
Yeah, right sides together.
right sides together. Right. Okay.
That's correct.
Just as you do when you sew almost everything, you turn it inside out afterwards.
Definitely.
Then we get to use my favorite tool, the little poker.
Great one.
Okay. So I'm going to start over here with the pink one. And I'm going to back stitch. Yeah. I'm so used to having a machine that has an automatic.
Automatically lowers it.
Well, I will say, when you switch from a Brother to a Bernina, both phenomenal machines, but they're a little different.
Yeah.
You got to remember which one you're sewing on.
And this is not in the needle down position. So I have to turn it carefully.
Now you're just going to go along the edges?
Right, I'm going around the whole thing.
Okay.
Do you want the needle down?
No. I'm just going to be sewing this.
Yeah, the needle down position is nice so you can pivot easier.
Right. This also has a lever. Both of them do have a lever that comes out of the bottom that you can use to move your foot up and down.
Oh, the knee.
The freehand system on the Bernina and the knee lift on the Brother, and you just push it and it
raises the needle up and down?
the presser foot up.
Oh, the presser foot. I'm sorry. Yes. That's where I was surprised. I said, wow, that's neat. I didn't know that. Yeah, it lifts the presser feet so you could just easily turn it. Yeah.
I think you just smashed one of these
Very
buttons up
handy.
here. Oops. I have to look and see where my yellow needle is.
Pen, yeah.
Because I was so right on over that thing.
As funny as that would have been to me, because we just talked about it, we don't want that.
Thank you. You're right, we don't.
I was going to say, what are you touching that hand wheel for? This machine has all the cheater buttons right on the front.
I know. I'm used to sewing on those Brothers, though.
And so you just
And I
lock it
forget.
in and then cut it off.
Yeah, I know. I forget about that. Okay, we got it.
But I like that because we've got Linda, who I would call a Bernina gal. We've got Barbara, who I would say is a Brother gal. We've got Pam over there, who's a Janome gal. We've got you covered. I'm an everything gal. I like them all.
So when you get through, you want to take your scissors and trim off, or your rotary cutter, and trim off the edges so it has less bulk on it. I think I need my scissors sharpened, Josh. We need to get.
You had to call Snippy Jim.
That's right.
Here, I've got some really sharp ones.
Oh, well, they're okay.
Are they fine?
Yeah, they're just kind of dragging there for a minute.
Yeah, we will. You know, I'm excited for next year, well, for a bunch of reasons, but I'm excited to get some events going again so that we can invite Snippy Jim back to spend the day with us, and we can really, once it's safe and everybody's comfortable, we can see some fun faces all in groups again, especially now that we have the space. It's going to be really nice.
I know. I just love this building.
Yeah, it is nice.
I had to trim this off.
So you're just trimming the edges because you sewed in just
I made
to make it a
too
little.
wide,
Okay,
is all.
just housekeeping then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you want to make sure that you trimmed off as much as you can without it messing with the integrity of the stitch.
Mm.
So here is the area that is not sewn. So we're going to open it up.
And flip her inside out.
There's your little thing, your little tools.
Oh
over
yeah,
there. You see it?
yeah.
No. Where are we at?
Right under the table.
I'm holding the camera. I can't see. There it is.
Now this little tool is an OESD turner.
Yeah, the turning point, I think is what it's called.
It's fabulous. I love it.
Yeah, don't use your scissors to turn out the corners.
Yeah.
You'll poke
Good
a hole
thinking.
through them.
That's exactly right.
But that is really great. So you want to turn them out as much as you can with your fingers as you go around it and open it up. And that's another thing when you're turning it like this, if you don't have the batting sewn down on the inside,
Oh, yeah.
it's not going to be a pleasant experience.
Mm.
You might turn to saying nasty words and things. Or drive you to drink or something.
We don't want that. Drive you to drink.
Okay, so when you get everything turned, then you want to take your little
Turning point tool.
turning tool.
I'll go over to that section and show you, but yeah, it's a turning point tool. Actually, Barbara, while you're using that tool, I'll show you right now just so I don't forget, in case you didn't see. Look how much room we got, you guys. Isn't that awesome? So there it is right there. point and press tool, OESD. It's awesome. And here is the thread stand, cone spool stand is what they call it. What's nice about this too is you can put the large spools or the small spools on there, because as Barbara was saying, it is better if it is vertical. The thread comes off easier. As you can see, we're getting all of our notions together. We're still unpacking boxes. We've got a bunch of nice patterns over here, some Floriani designs, OESD. I could spend hours showing around the store, so I'll get back to these ladies.
Well, the thing about it is that we were so cramped over at Westport Road on the other store.
Right.
It is such a breath of fresh air to come in here and have room to do things.
It is. We outgrew that store. That store was awesome, and it's dear to me because I spent a lot of time there. But it is very nice to have this kind of space.
It's so bright and open. It's just lovely.
It is.
Okay, so when you get through doing all that, then you want to top stitch around the edge of the bowl. So I pinned the opening down so that it would stay where it's supposed to while I was doing this. So here we go. And I'm going to start on the other side of it so that I can have it all pinned down.
Good afternoon, Robert. Barbara's finishing up her bowl cozy here. She's just sewing around the edges at this point.
One thing that would make this a lot easier if there was an edge joining foot on here, because the edge joining foot abuts the
goes right on the edge, yeah.
On the edge, and it'll give you the exact same measurement all the way around. That foot is just amazing because it just does so many things for accuracy.
Oh, one of my very favorites.
Yeah, I use mine all the time.
Yeah, that's the edge joining.
Needle positions on all these beautiful computerized machines, you can move the needle over exactly where you need it to be and use that flange to line up the edge of your
That's right.
bowl cozy.
Or whatever it is, anything
Or
else
whatever you're sewing.
I use mine sometimes when I'm doing bindings on a quilt.
Of course, I use mine for heirloom sewing to join the laces together, too.
Yeah.
Speaking of heirloom sewing, if you all didn't see the last live thing that we did, Linda's going to be doing an heirloom sewing class at some point next year. Oh, block of the month, that's right. So we're excited about that. We're just excited to have Linda on board. She thought she was going to retire, but we're trying to put her to work. You just don't want any keys.
Exactly right.
That's good though. You get to play.
I do. That's the fun part.
That is fun.
Not doing the paperwork is the
Yeah, we got somebody else for that. Yeah. That...
Okay, here we go again. There's a little hump there, and you can use your leveling, what is it called, leveling tool or something like that.
which we call the hump jumper.
That's
The hump jumper. I've heard of that. Yeah.
We call it the hump jumper because you jump over humps with it.
Well, but the nice thing about a machine like this is it's so durable. You know, doing thicker fabric or anything is no problem for this type of machine.
No, it's not. But sometimes, even with powerful machines, you need a little help getting over, like denim blue jeans are just awful for that.
Right.
Do you need a little help?
Well, you want the
getting it-
stitch to remain even and consistent, right? All right, now when this is done, I expect to see a bowl of soup up here.
You know, you see a bowl, but not.
No
Bring a
soup.
bowl?
I didn't even bring a bowl in here, but there's a basket or something around here.
Mhm. By the way, did you hear that, folks? Somebody just walked in and said, "Is this the right place for vacuums?" Absolutely, it is. We don't put them right up front in the center in the store, honestly, because they're just not as pretty as sewing machines, but we definitely have all the vacuums you need. And we repair all brands of sewing machines and vacuum cleaners still, of course. We're an authorized dealer for Brother, Janome, Bernina, and exciting news, very soon, hopefully, we're picking up Husqvarna, Viking, Pfaff. Yeah, so we're excited. And that's right. That's thanks to Linda. And your customers, your very, very loyal customers and friends.
Very loyal and excellent customers.
Well, it's because you treat them right. That's right. But they speak highly of you, but they have requested over and over again that we do that. And so I'm super excited that we get to make that happen.
Oh, listen, they are too.
They are too.
They are extremely excited.
Well, that's what we're here for, is to make people happy. So I love hearing that.
Okay, I'm just about to the end of this.
She's just doing all 4 of the sides. And is it primarily for decoration, since you had to sew that one little part that was open together?
It's what for decoration?
The sewing all the way around?
So you have an opening there. You don't want an opening.
Well, right. So I knew you were closing that opening. I just thought maybe instead of just having one top stitch, you wanted it to go all the way around for decorative purposes.
Better, and it also keeps the 2 layers from rolling. One layer from rolling.
Oh, right.
The other layer kind of holds them in place.
Okay, so it is. It's decorative, but also useful.
Yep. So there's your bowl.
Awesome. Set it in my hand here so I can go close, get a close up. Well, maybe I can get a close up.
Well, the deeper you put your dart, the more it's going to fold up on the sides.
Right.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's cool. And as you can see, it's reversible. And your bowl will sit right down in there, and you can pull it out from the microwave without burning yourself.
Yeah.
And again, microwave safe. Wrap and zap is what Barbara used. Do not just microwave meslin or...
All right, one other thing I want to make sure everybody knows, to use 100% cotton in your fabric. Use the Wrap and Zap, which is 100% cotton, which is especially for microwaves. Use 100% cotton thread.
Okay.
If you use polyester, when you put it in the microwave, it's probably going to melt.
Oh, good to know. You hear that? Cotton across the board.
That's right. So
Cotton thread, cotton fabric, cotton batting.
And you also said earlier that there's a limit on how long you want to put it in the microwave with the bowl.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in there more than 2 minutes at the time.
Okay.
If I need to do it 5 minutes, I'd put it in there for 2 minutes. I'd turn it off and stir it up. I'd put it back in there for 2 more minutes. We'll take it out again, stir it up, put it back in for another minute. And that's just for safety's sake.
Okay, right. Awesome. Well, thank you for showing us that, Barbara. And let me get, just in case anybody didn't see it, one more shot of what Linda did here, this awesome little pillowcase that she used. She actually did an example because we have these nice napkins that are for sale here at the store.
So come get them. They're beautiful. They've got nice spring colors.
Yeah, the color choices are awesome. And then if you want to embroider it, make it decorative, embellish it, just makes it a nice little touch. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Was there anything, are we good?
We're good.
You're all good? Awesome. Well, Linda, Barbara, that's right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Everybody have a good one.
You both are very festive with your red on. I'm wearing yellow. I didn't get the memo. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And I'll flip this around.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Again, every Tuesday at 2-ish, we do the local pros that you already know with Barbara and Linda. And, of course, on January the 5th at 2 o'clock, which is a Tuesday as well, we're doing another virtual event, a free virtual event with Donna McCauley, which was going to be really exciting. That is Janome Quilting Made Easy is the name of that. And that's going to be a ton of fun. And she's so knowledgeable. So if you have any questions, anything that we can do to help you, reach out to us. We're here, Sewing and Vacuum Authority, Quilt Quarters. We've got 4 locations. Hope everybody's staying safe. Have a Merry Christmas if we don't see you, and a Happy New Year. But I hope we see you before then. And we're here, and thanks again for joining us, all right? Take care. Have an awesome day.